Hey teachers! So if you're anything like me, I'm sure you've struggled with writing reports for your students at the end of a long day. It can be tiring, time-consuming, and sometimes you feel like you're not really giving value, right? Because you might be saying the same thing over and over. Well, in today's video, I'll be sharing with you 4 strategies to quicken that process where you don't have to compromise on value of your feedback. Stick around. Welcome back to the Teacher Studio. I'm Karina for those of you who are new here, and in today's video I'll be sharing with you 4 practical tips that you can implement right now to make your feedback giving process easier without compromising on value for your students. So, are you ready? Grab your pen, your notebook, and let's get to class. So, first up we have Google Docs. I'm starting with the strongest this time. So Google Docs for me is a life changer, a game changer, a time saver, because it means I can share this Google Doc file with my students and they can access it live with me as I type notes during the session, or they can take a look at it after, or just about any time that they feel like. So the feedback is never lost. This is something that can give your students a sense of ownership even of their lessons, because they know they always have access to the feedback from every single session. And it's pretty easy to organize. You can create a Google Docs template, so it's not a matter of creating a new document every time. It's just a matter of copying that template or opening a copy of that template, typing in the student's information and getting started with your notes. So the categories that I like for my feedback would normally be what we did today, right? The strengths of the students in this lesson, their areas to improve, key vocabulary and expressions that were learned, some major errors, and a little category for the homework at the end. So these are the categories that I use, and once this is all filled out, I simply do nothing. If you know how Google Docs work, it automatically saves. You can close that document and the student has it. That's it. That was too easy, right? Too easy. So my next strategy is direct email. So direct email, this is great for students who are not still tech savvy, but they want to keep involved and they can just about open an email and read it. So you have the same template, or actually the same categories or sections as you would for your Google Docs, but in an email. And you save this email as a template the first time you do it, so that of course, copying, you just open up the templates in every email that you want to send to your students, fill in their information and hit send. Like I said, I reserve this for students who are not so tech savvy and they prefer email, which is a bit more direct and it's not another application that they have to learn or try to understand like Google. Don't forget to like, subscribe, to share with another teacher, and hit that notification bell as well. So, this next strategy is a bit advanced and it works well if you have a lot of private clients. So private clients means these are not students that come to you from a third-party company. So you have found these students directly, maybe from your own word-of-mouth marketing, from advertisements that you've placed online, and from open platforms like Preply or Superprof. So how this works, or how Notion works, is that you can create a workspace, and in this workspace you can have all of your students listed, and each student has a particular dashboard where they can see, well, like a mini classroom that you've created for them with activities and lessons that you would do, feedback, that's where the feedback comes in, and probably things for the future, right? Or extra tasks that you give them to do as well. So this is a little more advanced in terms of you need to be a bit tech savvy to really grow accustomed to Notion. And for the student as well, it would, they would have to have some tech skills. But having this creates a sense of community, a sense of establishment for your business as well. And it just keeps everything in one location. So, my last tip or strategy is to do a voice recording. So, this one is a bit fun for me as a teacher, and sometimes, honestly, it takes less time, way less time than the other strategies because you're just speaking. You can say the same thing that you would type out in maybe 30 seconds to a minute. So, with this, you record yourself sharing the feedback that you would have typed out in any case, or written, however you take your notes, and you send it directly to the student via email. This is something great for advanced students who want every part of their learning to be very involved and very immersive. This is an extra challenge for them to listen to that feedback, really understand, process it, and understand what you've said. So you might find that students would have questions in the next lesson about what you've said in that voice recording. But that's never an issue, right? That's a great warm-up for your lesson and a great way to get them thinking and really hearing, using, understanding the language in daily, everyday situations or spontaneous situations where they haven't been prepared, per se, for the vocabulary of the language that they would hear. This one is a really fun one. And there you have it, the 4 strategies that I implement that I think can help you to improve your report writing or feedback process. So we had Google Docs, direct emails, Notion, and voice recording. So what strategy do you use in your classroom? Share with me in the comments, and actually share with everyone in the comments. Let's keep our community growing and learning from each other. So until next time, ciao! Don't forget to like, subscribe, to share with another teacher, and hit that notification bell as well. Until next time.